If you've watched any car wash videos, you've probably seen somebody spraying foam all over their car, and if you're like me, you probably ask yourself, hey, what's that? How do I do that? Is it expensive? So this video is going to be kind of like foam cannons demystified. I'm going to show you everything that you need to get started. I'll show you how to set it all up, and then we're going to spray some foam on the car, because if you landed on this video because you're just curious about foam cannons and how they work, well, that was me like 3 weeks ago, so let's do it. So in order to get foam on your car, you're basically going to need three things. You're going to need a pressure washer, you're obviously going to need a foam cannon like this, and then you're going to want to get some kind of foaming car soap. For the pressure washer, I went with an electric one with 1800 psi. I chose electric because I just hate gas powered equipment. You have to change the spark plug, air filter, clean the carburetor, empty the fuel tank at the end of the season. Yuck. With electric stuff, you literally press a button and it just works. For the foam cannon, I chose the Adams one because I already use a lot of their products, and so far everything that I've bought from them seems to be high quality. This cannon has two adjustment knobs. The one on top controls the soap to air mixture, and the one on the front adjusts the spray pattern. You can have a more concentrated blast or a wide spray pattern to cover a lot of surface area. Now that we're familiar with the tools, let's hook it all up. Connect your garden hose to the pressure washer and turn on the water. Then plug it in and turn on the power. You'll hear the compressor run for a few seconds to build up water pressure. So now let's go ahead and actually set up the foam cannon itself. Now you can use pretty much any car soap that you want with these, but I highly recommend getting something that's formulated for foam cannons. I'm going to be using the Adams Ultra Foam Shampoo, and just a little pro tip with this, if you buy it by the gallon, it's usually a little bit cheaper than buying just like the individual small ones. Plus you're not having to pay for shipping every time that you have to reorder. With this bottle, it's going to last you quite a while. Now my only complaint about this foam cannon is it's got these markings on the side for measuring, but it doesn't actually tell you like what the measurements are. Like I don't know if it's ounces or milliliters, but anyway, this soap calls for 2 ounces for this 1 liter bottle. We're going to put the soap in, and then we're going to fill it about 80% with water, leave a little bit of air on top, that way we can just mix the soap and water together. So like most pressure washers, this Greenworks one has a quick release on the end of the gun so that you can easily swap back and forth between your spray nozzle and your foam cannon. So I'm just going to rinse off the car really quick and then we'll start foaming. So the idea behind the foam cannon is to really just get the car as clean as possible before we even start washing with the wash pad. If your car's like covered in dirt and dust and you just jump right into this, well, you're just smearing all that dirt into the paint and causing scratches and swirls. So with the foam, it's going to actually lift a lot of that dirt off the surface. Gravity will pull it down, and then we can just rinse it all off. And then before we even start cleaning with the 2-bucket method, the car's already going to be like 90% of the way there. You'll have to play around with these adjustments to get them to your liking. I like to have the spray pattern as wide as possible, with the top knob biased towards more air to get maximum foam. Once you've got the car covered, give it a few minutes for the foam to do its thing before rinsing the vehicle completely. So now before we've even started this step, the car's already pretty clean and we don't have to worry about just smearing that dirt onto the surface and getting these buckets all dirty. So I ordered this wheel brush off of Amazon, and I guess I just didn't realize how small it was going to be because it came in the mail in one of those little plastic poly envelopes. And I'm feeling the package like, what the hell did I order that's this size and shape? Like, I asked Katie, did you order something weird off of Amazon that I don't know about? Like, I was afraid to open the package in front of her, but then when I saw it, I kind of had to double take at it because I didn't realize it was going to be this small. For $23, I expected this to have a little bit more girth, I guess. I see this as more of like a $9.99 product, but it is like the perfect tool for cleaning these wheels. But I think $23 a little bit pricey. So another cool thing with the foam cannon is that as you're washing the car with your wash pad, you can actually spray like one panel at a time with foam, and that'll keep the surface nice and lubricated as you're washing it with this. When you get done washing your car, you just want to clean out your foam cannon. You're just going to fill the bottle with clean water and then just pull the trigger, let it run for about a minute. So if you're new to the world of pressure washing and foaming and you found this video helpful, just give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Just share this video with your friends or family who might want to see this. Everything that I showed in the video, the foam cannon, the soap, the pressure washer, those are all going to be linked down in the description if you want to check those out on Amazon. Now Adams actually sells a kit on Amazon that's got the cannon, the soap, and that wash pad that I use all for one price. If you want to go that route, I'll put that link down below as well. If you've never used a pressure washer before, just some obvious precautions. Obviously, don't put your hand in front of the water, that's going to hurt. Don't point it at people or pets. You have to be careful when you're washing, especially the front of your car, that you don't get too close. I've got a really sad story about pressure washing. When I first got this car back in 2014, there was little bug guts on the front bumper, and I was at the quarter car wash, and I kept getting closer and closer with the power washer, and the spot was getting bigger and bigger. Well, it wasn't bug guts, it was actually my clear coat failing, and I got so close that I was actually taking off the clear coat. So even with this one, 1800 PSI, it's not really that much pressure as far as these go, but you still have to be careful, especially around the front of your car. Just don't get too close with it. So this is actually take 2 of this whole video. So yesterday I thought that I'd be clever and shoot the video like later in the evening as the sun was setting, and I was just gonna get like this epic B-roll, like 120 frames per second, slow motion of the foam with the sun setting in the background. It was gonna look beautiful. And guess what happened? Halfway through filming, the sun actually did set, and then it was dark out, and because of continuity, I couldn't use any of that footage because I couldn't have the video like start in the evening and then boom, all of a sudden it's like broad daylight. So I scrapped everything that I shot yesterday, refilmed the whole thing today. So anyway, what I'm getting at is I know someone's gonna criticize me for washing my car like in the sun, like you saw. I don't normally do that, but just for the sake of shooting this YouTube video, sometimes you just have to work with what you've got. So one last thing really quick, as you can see, I finally completed my YouTube studio. The last time that I showed you this room, I was still waiting on a couple of things to come in the mail. I finally got my Tail of the Dragon poster that just came yesterday. Now, I've never been to Tail of the Dragon. It's like this driving road in Tennessee, but I'm thinking about maybe later this year making a trip down there. I think that that would be a cool experience, maybe a cool weekend trip for us. This lamp, funny story about this lamp. So I ordered that from Amazon and it got lost in the mail, and after a couple weeks of waiting, Amazon emailed me. They said, hey, we don't know what happened to your lamp. We'll either give you a refund or we'll just send you out a new one. Well, I still wanted the lamp, so I said, yeah, just send a new one to me. They sent it out like priority mail. I got it within a couple of days, and then 2 weeks go by and the original lamp that I ordered finally showed up on my doorstep, you know, the box all beat up and everything. And so now I have 2 lamps, and then immediately I get an email from Amazon that said, hey, our records indicate that we sent you 2 lamps. You only paid for one of them. If you don't ship this other one back to us, we're gonna charge your card for both of them. So luckily my wife, who is a lot better at confrontation than I am, got that all sorted out. We make a good team in that way, but Anyway, long story short, now I have 2 lamps, only paid for 1, but that's it. This is the YouTube studio setup if I ever have to film videos in this room. I just wanted kind of an interesting background that has some of my style and some cool things that I like. So anyway, that's the end of this video. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one.